Welcome into Drew Staley Diamonds for Sunday, September 21st, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the NFL slate of games, 3 NFL kicks, all early. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree, your picks for today in any sport. Helps grow the show in the YouTube comments below. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got all 1 o'clock kicks here. So we're going to talk Indianapolis, the Colts at the Tennessee Titans. 1 o'clock Eastern. It is Indianapolis -3.5 or -4, depending where you're shopping, as the road favorite. 43 and a hook being the total. Of course, the story here, the Colts looking good out the gate. 2-0, first time since 2009. So first time, since the Great Recession. Started out 2-0, been a long time here since Indy has gotten off to a good start. And really, their quarterback, Daniel Jones, he was 25 and 45 with the Giants. His overall record, 3-13, the last 16 with the Giants, but he's 2-0 now. This team, Indianapolis, even without Daniel Jones before, 4-0 straight up and against the spread, the last 4 against Tennessee. And this is an offense that has been red hot out the gate. Scored on the first 10 possessions of the season through the first 2 games. No punts year to date. Their punter has not had any action. So I think that's pretty promising coming in here against the Titans. 0-2 on the season. I mean, in terms of their offense, number 32 in yards per play margin. So even offense and defense, this team from the line of scrimmage is the worst in the NFL statistically. They're -184 and -187 in net yards in their first 2 games. This is almost unbettable to me. Now, granted, 0-2 doesn't mean you're losing the third game, but when you add in the fact Cam Ward, number 1 overall pick from Miami, this is a lot different offensive line and defensive lines that he's facing this season. And it's showing up. And I'm bringing that up because with Miami, one of the best offensive lines in college football, now he's here with Tennessee. And sure enough, he's been sacked 10 times in the first 2 games. So kind of struggling back there. And Indianapolis off to the good start, guys. -3 and a hook. Don't love the hook on the 3, but I think the Colts is the play. I think they win by about a touchdown, let's call it. So we're on the Colts over the Titans to start us off. Got next one, big one here. The Rams and the Eagles. The LA Rams, Philadelphia Eagles. We're seeing Eagles -3.5. There is -3, -120 out there. 44 and a hook being the total. 2-0 teams undefeated coming in, with the Rams winning 14-9 over Houston and 33-19 over Tennessee. We just went over the Titans. What a bad start they've gotten off to. So I don't want to give them too much credit for that win, but still holding the Texans to just 9 points was impressive, although they only scored 2 touchdowns. Looking at the Eagles side of things, of course, the defending Super Bowl champions, they won against the Cowboys, and then they went on the road, one of the more impressive wins of the season, into Arrowhead, knocked off the Chiefs. They've now won 6 straight if you go back to last season, 16-1 their last 17 games overall, covering the vast majority of those games since early October of last season. This team's 11-0 at home, their last 11. Their running back, Barkley, 200-plus yards in each of the last 2 times he's faced the Rams. Again, guys, we are getting -3 flat with some juice. I'm seeing it at Hard Rock here in the state of Florida, a couple offshores as well. I think it's a little bit short. 3 flat, -120, if you can find it. It's the Eagles over the Rams for the second game. Got 1 game left. Reminder, if you could comment below, it helps grow the show. Anything more than welcome. If you're interested in premium picks, check them out, WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin, NFL, college football, Major League Baseball. Hey, the playoffs right around the corner. Great time to jump on board an extended package. 3, 7, 30-day packages up and available for a discount. All right, guys, we got the last game we're talking on the Sunday card. Do want to do a quick show. Let's get your bets in. If you're following or fading, either way is fine. Cincinnati and Minnesota. I hope you're following, but hey, if you're fading, I get it. It happens. Minnesota Vikings -3, -2.5 as the host against the Cincinnati Bengals, 42 being the total. This is a 1 o'clock Eastern kick here, and it's a battle of backup quarterbacks. I mean, we're only in week 3 of the NFL, and we got some backup quarterbacks going throughout the slate, but in this one. So it looks like Carson Wentz, he's going to likely take the snaps for J.J. McCarthy here in the Vikings. And Joe Burrow, big news there. He's going to be out upwards of 3 months, I'm reading. So that brings in Jake Browning, who did come in last week and played pretty well against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hit on a couple big plays that really helped him. Jacksonville kind of fumbled that game there at the end. But when I kind of compare the quarterbacks, I think it's a little bit of a wash. I just think it's more of a drop from Joe Burrow. Whereas J.J. McCarthy, he got off to a pretty good start there in his game one, particularly in the second half. But there's just less to go off of with the second-year guy that was injured all of last year. So I think it's more of a drop-off here for the Bengals offense. The home team in this series, 12-1 the last 13. That points towards Minnesota. And I bring up Jake Browning coming in. He's going up against the top 5 passing defense in the Vikings. At home, difficult place to play. Hey, I think this number's short. If you shop around, you can find 2.5 minus 125. The key number of 3 is in play here, guys. It's Minnesota minus 3 at most shops, but there is a 2.5 minus 125. That's the Vikings as the home favorite. So in recap, we got the Vikings minus 3, minus 2.5 if you can find it. We'll do the record keeping off of the 3 though, because there's only 1 2.5 out there right now as I'm recording this early. But in recap, we got Indianapolis Colts minus 3.5 as well, and we got Philadelphia minus 3.5 over the LA Rams. So 3 short favorites on the Sunday NFL card, guys. That's going to do it for the show. As always, thanks for tuning in. Smash that like button, comment below, cash those tickets. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.